Okay, everybody, hello and welcome back. Uh,
Nah.
They haven't given up. They still care what happens to us.
Perhaps you're right, but do they have to care so loudly?
He's outside!
broke my ankles. Alrighty then.
Who's ready for more? Show me what you got!
Coming off the left!
On your right!
Watch your right! Another sword for the...
Try.
That's done? Who's hungry? I'd like a word. A moment of your time, if you please. From one adherent to another. I go where the Inquisitor commands, just as you go where the Emperor commands. So, did you enjoy our little bonfire? Inquisitor Ludwig was pleased with our efficiency.
You irredeemable fucking swine!
Keep her on a tight leash. No need for this to get out of hand. One might argue they brought it on themselves.
Believe it or not, the Steel Garrote owe you an apology on behalf of Inquisitor Ludwig.
Bring us her severed head, and I'll consider it.
That temperament of yours is exactly the problem she's trying to solve. Our attack came together in haste. You should have been informed, and I regret the oversight. One way or another, Fuel Messiverno was always going to burn. Weak government, chaotic farming, dangerous research. They never had a chance.
What right do you have to cast judgment on us?
As the future caretakers of the living lands, we do only what is necessary. Fuel Messiverno's reliance on animancy and stubborn individualism has done nothing but drag the living lands down with them. Help takes many forms. Look, I'm only telling you this because you deserve to know Ludwig's intentions for the living lands.
If Heelgard cannot maintain a grip on the living lands, then the Steel Garrote will simply take it from him. You see, the Steel Garrote answer to the Burned Queen, not your floundering empire. And we will break from Adir, if that's what it takes. And while he frets in the throne room, his puppy dog soldiers will chase their own tails. Inquisitor Ludwig sees something in you, Envoy. She wants to cultivate your potential, as she did mine. You don't want to get between her and the fate of the living land, so let this serve as a warning.
Our grasp on this island is going to tighten, even if it costs us allies along the way. Acceptable losses. What you do with this information is up to you. Either way, Emerald Stair is just the beginning. Feel free to prove us wrong. The Steel Garrote love a challenge. Before I let you go, a little bird sang in my ear that you're going to Shatterscarp.
Word travels fast.
Of course, that would have been impossible with these meddlesome rangers in the way.
You didn't.
I took the liberty of removing them. It's a shame, really. Honorable folk to the last. That's a matter of perspective. Ludwig is keeping her dark impulses in check. This could have been far, far messier. When you arrive in Shatterscarp, give this letter to Temerity. Compliments of the Inquisitor. No need to keep you any longer. Let's hope our next meeting is under more favorable circumstances. No need. She has both of hers on you. Be seeing you, Envoy. Sooner or later.
So that's it? We're just letting her walk away? Fine. But I'm holding you to that. I don't want to see you again. Is that clear?
Crystal. Good luck with her, Envoy. You're going to need it.
I didn't think it was possible to hate someone this much.
I'm sleeping with one eye open tonight.
You came to Emerald Stair looking for answers. And now we're leaving with more questions. How do we fight the Dream Scourge? What can we do about Sapadal? And where is the garden? Not to mention, why the Steel Garrote burned my fucking home to the ground. I'm glad you think so. Because right now you're the only Adiran whose opinion matters to me. I will not forget Fior Messiverno. Everything it was, and everything it could have been. And I will never forgive. Never.
So on top of the Dream Scourge rotting your fields and turning kith and beast alike into monsters, now we've got a Death Guard Inquisitor and the Steel Garrote dogging our steps. Do you think Ludwig will try something similar in Thirdborn? I hope you're right. Thirdborners are tough by nature. More than a few have seen their share of battle. Lots of Rawatayans, scramble routes with no prospects back home, washouts from military or mercenary life, sailors in search of steady ground. Add to that a motley assortment of pirates, free spirits, and people who like living under the loosest grasp of the law, and you've got Thirdborn. But rumor has it something's amiss in Shatterscarp. Strange dreams, disappearances, people wandering into the desert and never returning, or coming back changed. Their bodies and minds twisted, corrupted.
At least that tells us we're on the right track. This
What are you doing
Dream
here?
Scourge is one of the weirdest things I've ever tried to hunt. Easier said than done, especially when we're not entirely sure what we're looking for.
Everything we learned in Naku Tadek points us to the garden. Thirdborn is just a stepping stone. But we don't know anything about the garden. It could be a myth, or a metaphor. Whatever the garden is or isn't, it's our only lead. We find the garden, we find the Dream Scourge. Yatsley is a master of the unknown and the unknowable. No mystery eludes her for long. If there is a path to the garden, Yatsley can lead us to it. I'd follow her anywhere.
Or maybe that god poking around your soul could give us directions.
Ask for directions. Why didn't I think of that? Kai, that's brilliant. Whatever Sapadal tells us will be filtered through a lot of metaphysical noise, but it couldn't hurt to try. This is so exciting. Sapadal? It's Giada Castel. If you're listening, could you please tell us more about the garden?
Castel. Why does this name sing to us? A voice through murky water. The garden stifles the notes we cannot reach. The branches bind.
Did you get anything? What? No. They must have confused me with someone else. Clearly your link to Sapadal isn't as strong as it was in Naku Tadek. But I'll take it over nothing.
I'll pass. I've heard too many ghost stories that start this way.
Right. If I wanted to waste time, that's what I carry a flute for.
Just me then. Really? No one else has a question for the god of the living lands? Fascinating.
So let me see if I got this straight. We're looking for the garden, which might not exist. Our best lead is Yatsley, an eccentric scholar who's gone ahead to Thirdborn, where the Dream Scourge may be ravaging.
Don't look at me. I was fine going back
I
to
just put it on my
Paradise.
TV. Oh. Is that mic like too low? It can't be. It is.
Stop. You're aggravating my ulcer.
Listen, I know we didn't get around to stopping by Thomas' cabin, but there's something I need to do in Shatterscarp. There's an old battlefield near some Pogrunan ruins. Area called the Shark's Teeth. Tama lost his badge there. I need to get it. Thanks.
Takes courage to go back for something you lost. I wouldn't have it in me.
Get some rest. Sleep is good for the soul. Maybe this doesn't need to be said, but I don't blame you for what happened to Fior Messiverno. I just wanted you to know. No need to question it anymore. They've made their intentions clear. I'll get the bastards who did this. One way or another, I'll make them pay.
She's gonna make them pay. Unique weapons can have the primary enchantment further improve their augmented at the enchanted station and party camp. Augmenting the unique enchantment replaces the original enchantment. It requires a very specific enchanting materials to perform. Huh.
Sleep well. We've got a long road.
Right. Give me a minute. There's a lot going on right now.
It's okay to be nervous.
Growing up, I heard stories of a garden in the center of the living lands. I thought they were just stories. No one living had ever gone there. We were just supposed to protect it. No one has ever been there as long as anyone knows. There's legends, right, but nothing more. Nandru's the only one who went to the garden and made it back. Which is interesting because you kind of look like him. Founder of Solace. Lived centuries ago. More or less the biggest hero in Galawain's tusks. You have the same kind of face things from what I've seen. You know, the, fungus stuff. Well, yeah, at first. There's been a lot more reasons to do that since then. There's a resemblance, sure, but no one alive has ever seen Nandru other than a few statues and descriptions and legends. And we're talking about oral legends, passed down for centuries. Who knows what's true and what's dramatic license? I guess. I wouldn't put too much faith in it. There's just a lot of stuff from the old times that isn't as true as we think it is. A lot changes here over centuries. Like the garden. Even if someone knew how to get there, they knew it hundreds of years ago. Who knows if the garden even exists anymore? I don't. You seem to talk to Sapadal in dreams and visions. Maybe you can find something that way. Look, this gods and magic stuff isn't my expertise. Come find me when you need an antivenom for a wind snake bite. I need to get some rest before I get
A
all
wind
worked
snake
up.
bite.
Grab me when you're ready
What the hell
to
is a
go.
wind snake?
I can't believe it. Nice.
You smell death here.
Listen to me. Look here. Can you focus on my voice? Can you hear me clearly?
At last.
Another Adiran, Kutabao.
Hold on. This isn't one of mine. Or Ludwig's. You must be the envoy Hilgard told me about.
Well, you picked a damn fine time to show up.
Dream Thralls ambushed us an hour ago. We're still counting the dead.
Our dead, to be precise.
We lost soldiers too, protecting your people.
Yes, how heroic. Protecting Kith from Adiran dream thralls.
No, but most are. Our troops haven't been spared, and more are falling ill.
In all their military might, your Adiran comrades decided to go wandering through the desert, despite my advice. And now we're all paying for their idiocy. Thirdborners and Adirans alike.
We've since pulled back to Eagle's Reach until more reinforcements arrive to contain the Dream Thralls. Whatever your intentions here, Envoy, it's not worth it. Better to go back to Paradise where it's safe.
I doubt you're particularly needed in Thirdborn, of all places.
I'm sorry, Envoy. I don't recognize the name.
Of course, that strange Orlan scholar. She came through not too long ago. Should be in town by now. Before you go, Envoy, Kith aren't too keen on Adirans at the moment. Rumor of what happened in Fjord is already starting to spread. Just watch your back, all right? I sure hope so.
They're not fighting over territory, they're fighting over who's suffered the most.
Thirdborners have been on edge ever since the mines got shut down.
You there! Please!
Help us! We need help!
Darren! Please! We need help!
Our parents, they...
We were out finding food, but when we came back, they'd changed.
They attacked us, tried to rip us apart.
Did you say your parents changed? Oh no.
We locked them inside the house, but we don't know what to do.
No, you can't kill them!
Tamamu, the Adiran is right. They're in our home by the cliff face.
No. Mother. Father.
Please. Try to make it fast. And let us know when it's over. We'll need to do the last rites.
Let us know when it's over. Gods, what a thing. A thing to save one's family.
Eye sharp. Dream Thralls ahead.
Glory in the brimstone!
Try a better way.
Envoy, to the right!
Been stragglers from Eagle. They weren't ready for this.
That was a close one.
Wait! See!
Some of them are still wearing third-born homespun or Adiran armor.
How long must the living land suffer?
This one's mine.
New leaves in the oasis. Why did you cut them down?
Are they... Did you...
Are they dead? That is a salve. Thank you. All of you.
It can make you stronger, but you never have to like it. Don't forget that.
Let's go, Namiho. We need to be with them now.
They'll be all right. Eventually.
My voice doing the squeaky voice again.
Hard to believe it's been 6 years since I saw this place.
Got eyes on something?
Quick and quiet.
We see you!
In the eyes!
Swarm! Devour! Launch this!
Sailors, soldiers, fisherfolk, all turned to monsters.
I wish I could help them. The Dream Scourge won't allow it.
Protect the island.
Who disturbs us?
Here we go!
Those dream thralls?
The city is under attack. Let's not waste a moment. Nicely done!
Your mom.
He's outside!
Thanks gods for the cavalry. Fucking dream. Dream with us.
Remain vigilant.
Kai, weapons ready.
The dream thralls almost got through.
But they didn't.
Hold it right there, Adiran. What are your intentions in town? Been sick? Strange dreams lately?
Relax, Daran. The only strange dreams we've had involve your mother.
Shit. Kai? What are you doing here? Temerty's gonna have a fit.
Ow, Scrat.
I left without saying my goodbyes.
You're digging your
Kai
claws into my
shouldn't
skin.
be here. None of you should be here.
Come on, get down.
You're with the Adirans now?
I'm with the Envoy, and we're against the Dream Scourge.
And you should respect our authority to protect Thirdborn from unknown dangers like you.
Come on, Daran. They slew those dream thralls for us. I doubt he could have done that if he was sick. I, for one, thank you. We couldn't take him on our own.
Are you smoking Svef? The Adirans raised Fior. We'll be next. Not much of a difference, if you ask me.
Daran, can you get on with it?
Fine. All right. I can't keep you out if you're not sick anyway. We just have to take precautions. Everyone in Thirdborn has lost someone. Pass on through, but report any symptoms you see to the Tiranui. They're responsible for keeping law and order around here.
That's the problem with the Dream Scourge. When you find symptoms, it's already too late.
He attacked me.
attack seems to be over. Okay?
That was... I think I saw my uncle out there. He left a few weeks ago on a trade caravan.
If he needs... Yep, I...
I saw his face through
An entire settlement in flames? And... Oh, gods. And Adiran, what is it this time?
Don't worry, darling. The official Adiran envoy is here at my request.
What I want to know is why he's in the company of one of our own.
I meant to stop by, but I guess time got away from me.
I'll deal with you later. We have unfinished business. But your friend has some explaining to do. Why have you come to Thirdborn? After what your people did in Emerald Stair, I can't imagine you carry an edict of friendship with you. No, Adir just supports her. In arms, politics, and kith.
I know you're upset, Timoti, but don't take it out on us. I'm furious too, darling. That monster stole my research as she burned my home. But you know that if this Adiran was untrustworthy, I'd kill him myself.
I apologize, Envoy. Eagle's Reach is a slaughterhouse. Dreamthralls siege our gates day and night. People are hungry, and I have not slept in days. So my temper is a powder keg, I'm afraid. I am trying not to explode. This isn't a courtesy visit, is it? I assume you're here delivering a message on behalf of Adir. To Head Sharpshooter, First Class of Shatterscarp to Mirti Kaiwa III. Ludwig wants the ruins of Naku Kubel, or will suffer the Steel Garrote's wrath. Just like Fior Messiverno. Another shit atop the pile, then. Not that I can do a damn thing about it.
You're not going to give in, are you? Those ruins are a marvel. They're irreplaceable.
I know, Yatsley. If we give them an inch, the Adirans won't stop until they have everything. But even if I wanted to hand over the ruins, they aren't in my power to surrender. Trust me, I am very aware of all those things. You might even say I've been fighting for those things. But there's one little problem. The Archmage Ringrim has warped the very reality of Shatterscarp. Let's just say there's a magical barrier around the ruins now. No one's getting in or out without Ringgrim's say-so.
Ringgrim? As in from the Circle of Archmagi? She's here?
The very one. I feared you'd be excited. Her presence isn't a good thing, Yatsley. She flew into the Shark's Teeth a few weeks ago, and now that area is an impenetrable wasteland of ice. I heard there's an Adiran who had his mind utterly broken by her. He's still lost out there as far as I know.
The Queen of Terror. She's a perfect match for a Death Guard. But why Naku Kubel specifically? The ruins have stood for centuries, and there are plenty of other places to look at dream thralls. The Circle of Archmagi don't get involved unless there's something they can gain. They're not really known for their altruism. Look at the Siege of Craghold. And that was just so that Lengrath could try and show up Consulhot.
The truth is, I'm up to my neck in catastrophes. Between the horde of dream thralls pounding on our gates and trying to keep peace with Adir, I've had to station guards on our borders to control who goes in and out, just to keep everyone safe. I never thought I'd say this, but the Archmage is the least of my concerns. So, Ludwig wants the ruins, but even if I wanted to give them over, Ringrim controls them. And good luck getting an audience with an Archmage.
Better to march into danger than have it take you by surprise. Besides, this is the right crew to do it with. Look on the bright side. If we survive this, it'll make a great story.
When an archmage like Ringgrim decides they don't want to be disturbed, they make sure of it. There are rumors she uses the bones of the ancient dead to guard her domain. Yes, and please, I don't need to know more. Ringrim's given me and my troops enough nightmares already. I wouldn't blame you if you choose to run away. But if you want to find Ringrim, head east of here, go past the Pargrunen ruins, and when you see the ice, you're there. And Yatsley, be careful. If Quilichi lost you, he'd never forgive me.
Oh, don't worry about me, Temerity. If my spells fizzle, I can always give a good lashing with my tongue.
That's what I'm afraid of. Good luck. Good. It might convince her to keep you safe, too. One last thing. Once you had a moment to settle in with Yatsley, come back and speak with me. I need your help with something.
How exciting. We're off to see an archmage. To gain access to an ancient godless ruin. You do spoil me. I've just the fragrance for such an occasion. I want to make sure I smell my best when she kills us. Meet me by the tavern when you're ready to head out. Make sure all your gear is up to snuff. We are meeting an archmage, after all.
Thank goodness we have Yatsley. Our little friend group needed a bit of chaos.
There he is.
Oh, I'm doing the main quest. I ain't doing the side quest.
What about poetry?
Poetry? Why the hell are you asking me about poetry?
Do you like it? Tell me. Say if you like it. No, I don't. What I want
shot. Next one.
Party in the brush!
Another soul for the wheel.
We make a good squad.
Whoa, optical glitch.
Never had a chance. I'm coming for Ludwig next. It may not be easy on the eyes, but a swamp is a healthy, thriving ecosystem. Just try not to breathe.
There. That's Tama's old house. Wonder what he wanted me to find. Place feels different without him. He left something behind for me. So much here reminds me of Tama. It's strange to be back without him. I still can't imagine what he wanted me to find. Say, what's that you're holding? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Damn you, Tama. Damn you. I carved this for him years ago. I had no idea he'd kept it, let alone. All this time, I never knew. And he tells me like this, when he's long gone, leaving me with nothing but a piece of driftwood I gave him years ago. Would be if he just told me. I never gave him any reason to be coy. And we knew each other for years. We were close. I trusted him with things in my past. Things I don't talk about. If he really did, he would have told me. Huh. I was a mess when we met. I'd been through the battles in Deadfire and a handful of mercenary campaigns since. I was a chewed-up piece of flotsam drifting to the living lands. Oh, I don't blame him. Tom always saw right through me. He knew what I was. A coward who failed him. I let him down. He was always there when I needed him. But when he needed me, I can't ask him now, can I? I'm sorry. I don't mean to take this out on you. You wouldn't say that if you knew. Never mind. I appreciate you listening, especially since we haven't talked much, just the two of us. Let's keep moving. A little fresh air will clear my head. Someone painted that? I had no idea.
Maybe they somehow wrap themselves up in an existing tree.
Not with the way this trunk has grown.
Ah, I'm stopped.
Dead filling. Water's precious here, but I don't think that's why they locked it.
Lead the way.
Oh, I used to love stargazing up here. Camp on one of these buttes, and you've got a defensible position. Just like the good old days.
Ah, a fellow traveler. Nothing to peddle here. Sorry, got to be on my way. Wouldn't you be? Thirdborn has the Dream Scourge. Oh, terrible state of affairs. Nothing to be done for it. I tried to tell them my vapors would protect their minds from the change, but they wouldn't listen.
Does your soul reside in your nose? No? Then you have your answer. This so-called merchant is a fraud.
Nonsense! My grandfather sailed the high seas for 30 years, and he saw ancient remedies that far surpass our modern ones. But it's no use. Thirdborn's past saving. Now, if you don't mind, I should really be going. The better question is why you're not running from a soul plague. And I'm far too pressed for time to ask it. Fair winds, traveler. Ingrates.
That's what'll happen to everyone in Thirdborn if we don't stop this.
Couldn't have done it better. I was worried for a second.
I used to patrol out here.
I should invest in a tower.
What's the left? This is mine.
Left leg!
What's the left?
Nothing's stopping me!
That's Thomas' badge. You found it. It really was out here all this time. Right where we left it. Hard to know where to start. Reminds me of old times. Long marches under the desert sun. Scouting runs through sandstorms so thick we had to tie our tunics over our mouths. It was sunburn on your top half and chafing on your bottom half. But, yeah, those were good days. And Tama, he'd wake us up before dawn with the most off-key singing you've ever heard and a pot of burnt merc brew. Only once I realized he was burning it so we couldn't taste how stale it was. He kept us marching until we had sand in every orifice you can think of, and a few you didn't know you had. Just when it felt like we were gonna collapse, he'd call it and we'd make camp. And somehow, we'd all find the energy for a few rounds of cards or songs or stories. He did. Coming back here was a mistake. I don't know what we're doing here. Closure. I never understood the term. Just feels like swallowing the thing that makes you sick. Here's the truth. I led a patrol. We were ambushed. Tama came to our rescue. And he suffered a fatal wound in the process. He was the color of an eel's belly. The stubborn bastard made it all the way back to Thirdborn. We got him a sickbed, but we knew he didn't have long. I wish I could believe that. You ever had to watch someone fade away? When it's slow and agonizing? No glory, no din of battle, no distractions. Then you know. It's like sitting still while someone drags rusty nails over your skin. Sitting there, I noticed that he was missing his badge. And all the time I'd known him, I'd never seen him take it off. To an old trencher like him, a badge means honor, fellowship. I just couldn't imagine him without it. I'm sorry, Envoy. I haven't talked about this in a while. You and I really don't talk much outside of planning our next move or moments like this. I'm not sure why this is spilling out of me all of a sudden. Thanks. Just having his badge in hand means more than you know. There's just one last thing I've got to do. There's a memorial site with some cairns on the cliffs east of Thirdborn. One of those cairns is Thomas.
There's none of
It's
me.
time I
next to
said
me.
goodbye.
None of me.
He used to complain his house in Thirdborn never got enough of a cross breeze. I actually think he would have liked a spot on the cliffs overlooking the sea. I hope so, anyway. Let's go.
To your left!
We've got...
Your armor's too weak here.
Nicely done!
Fair winds, traveler. Haven't seen you around here.
I still remember the first time I saw these dunes. In the heat haze, they looked just like waves.
Storm! Devour!
Left leg!
French. Spirit guys!
Take it! What do you do?
Party in the brush!
Coming from the rear.
They're too strong!
That's one for us.
Thomas Memorial. Never thought anything could contain that man, you know? That booming laugh, that bottomless appetite, boundless energy. Now he's under a pile of rocks. To be alone? With my thoughts? Huh. Envoy, that's the last thing I want. This is where you're supposed to distract me, lighten the mood with a wisecrack or something. Trying. I thought I was doing a pretty good job. There's something I didn't tell you about Thomas' death. Remember how I noticed he'd lost his badge? I went out. I told him I was going to go find it. He told me to stay. I said I'd be right back. As soon as I was out of there, I just walked. And I kept walking. You're right. I used to think it would fade over time. But guilt's like a fine wine. Now you know why I never went back to his house in Emerald Stair. Why I never came back to Thirdborn. Don't sell me short, Envoy. I'm nothing if not tenacious. The truth is, traveling with you and Marius, getting to know Giada, it's felt easy. Too easy. Don't get me wrong, it's been nice. But the fact that you and I don't talk a whole lot has made it easy to get along and get by. But I'm not that guy, Envoy. I'm not a joiner. I'm good for a skirmish, some war stories, a few drinks, but I'm not someone you keep around. Of course not. I let people down. I let them down when they're counting on me most. Self-compassion. That's a balm for outbursts and hangovers. I know what I am. I'm finally facing it. Except he's gone. There's no making it right. I gotta own that. What? That's not true. Is that on me? When I didn't even know what to do with myself? Yeah, you know, he helped build our little squad into a community. Losing him felt like losing all of it. Guess I never realized I was the one letting it all go. Wonder if I might have helped. Things in Thirdborn might be a little better if I'd stayed. Never thought something could be scary and comforting at the same time. One of the things I loved about Tama was how he gave us all a fresh start. No matter where we'd come from or what we'd done. I drifted to Paradise, but never thought about where I'd go from this. Maybe I'll go back to help Thirdborn recover. In whatever way I can, and whatever way they'll have me. Once we've stopped the Dream Scourge and dealt with the Steel Garrote. One way to find out, isn't there? I've got some things to sort out, but it feels good to have something to look forward to. North Seaside View. That's what that cartographer mentioned, right?
their soul for the wheel.
Who's next? Anyone?
Who needs fabric? We still have stock.
You there, the one with the face. Perhaps I could entice.
Patience, darling. I'll meet you at the tavern.
After all this time, I thought she would make it to the tavern before.
Yoo-hoo! Over here, dearie. Ah, there you are. It's rather rude of you to keep a lady waiting. I'll forgive you, though. It gave me a chance to dip into my notes about the Circle of Archmagi. One does not simply waltz into an Archmage's domain unprepared. Tell me, dearie, how much do you know about Ringrim? Well, with her skill in spellcraft, she certainly could do so if she wanted to. The Circle of Archmagi are the most powerful magical beings in Aora. Whatever the reason, the fact that she's here at all is significant. Andras Titties, the Circle sent the Archmage of Terror. Oh, she's just brilliant. Well, Nakukubel is the largest of the godless ruins. It's still got its share of secrets. There must be something in there of interest to Ringrim. Probably something powerful.
Mic check 1, 2.
I knew I liked you, darling. I'll be with you every step of the way. Those steel garrote bastards stole all my research about the godless.
Again.
They'll get to the garden first over their dead bodies. I can show you the way to Ringrim's domain, but we should travel lean. The less of us there are, the less likely she'll take notice. You'll need me to get you in the door, so who's staying behind?
Naturally. Just don't do anything I wouldn't do. Really, though, that would be dangerous. We'll catch up later, Yatsli. Take care of the envoy for me.
Perfect. Oh, this is going to be fun.
My headset fell off. Oops. I want to. Do 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 do.
I must have done 100 shifts on those watchtowers. Never saw so much Thirdborn blood under them.
Another win, but who's counting?
I heard about some archmage in the desert. She's, real, right?
Someone eager to meet us.
Yeah, where am I supposed to go from here? Is that way?
And hired goons.
I had a chance to see all this before. It's magnificent. Come on. Sells to an archmage.
Introduce ourselves into an archmage.
Show me what you got.
Stop yelling.
This is it. Ringrim was definitely here.
So, why couldn't you just put that on a sign? These ice corpses are excessive.
Yes, but look at them. The artistry is sublime. Can you imagine having enough finesse to make all this?
I can't imagine wanting to. If you gotta deal with an archmage to stop the Dream Scourge, so be it. But be careful with this Ringram character. This place has given me a bad feeling I can't shake.
A spell. A very clever one. Ringrim's using her illusions to make people choose to stay away. Everyone except us. Of course I probably can. All spells have a counter. You just have to know what it is. But we can figure that out later. Right now, we have to focus on what's at the end of that passage. Precisely. Chances are we'll die. But if we don't, we stop Ludwig and get into the ruins. So, win-win.
Yahtzee, you must have been a Rawatayan admiral in a past life.
Let's get going. Oh, and stay close. So lifelike. Poor bastards.
Dispel magical barriers.
I'm covered in fur and even I'm freezing. Are her illusions really so powerful? Stay close. Oh, what a frosty welcome.
Oh, I thought Ringram was all about illusions. This place is cold.
It's just a trick, Envoy. A well-crafted gold trick. Keep moving. Beautiful specimen. Any student of Zarub's and their weaponry is thrilled.
Visitors, do you know what this moment calls for? A beautiful, macabre story that lingers in the mind. You wish to find me in my town? You'll have to wait until I tell this tale.
What, like it's hard?
Once, a very important statue fell to pieces, and an entire village perished because it wouldn't put the statue back together again.
Skeletons. This I can handle.
Coming from your right!
How do you like that,
To your left!
He's outside!
If you can make the decision the village could not and restore the statue, I will see you inside my tower.
I don't get it. Ringworm's powerful enough to conjure a frozen realm in the middle of the desert. Why toy with us?
I think it's part and parcel of being an archmage, unfortunately. Maybe she's trying to teach us something.
Yeah, the headless, disemboweled statue. I was afraid you'd say that.
It's probably connected to that village Ringgrim mentioned, so keep that in mind, darling.
So there's a perfectly good reason she lopped off the head and the hand?
It's even missing its heart. See the open chest cavity? Oh, and Ringgrim left us a book. Let's see what it says. There once stood a village protected by a statue. It kept the air crisp, the land fertile, and the people safe. For a time, the village prospered. For a time, there was the thought that the winter would never come. But then the statue shattered, and winter did come, and the village could not make a decision to save itself. It looks like she wants us to know this story, so I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. First things first, let's get those statue pieces.
Keep your eyes. Yet, nothing about this place feels right.
Here it comes.
Get off me! On the right! You asked for it!
Nothing like a win with a good team.
The village wanted so badly to do the right thing.
You're here for my Adra piece, aren't you? You can't have it.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you too, dearie.
I'll die without the Adra. Please, don't take it from me. I don't want to die. What statue? What are you talking about? Why shouldn't I have the Adra piece? It's mine.
Interesting. This must be another illusion.
This can't be real. This is one of Ringworm's tricks, right?
I don't know what you're talking about. Just please let me keep this. The other villagers, they want me to give them the Adra piece. They say it'll save us. But if they take it, I'll die. And I don't want to die. Please.
Either they're not really here, or we're not.
I don't remember anymore. I was in pain for so terribly long. But the Adra has kept me alive. Don't let them take it away. I told the other villagers I need it. I understand everyone's in danger, but I don't want to die. Don't take the Adra piece from me. I'll do anything. Please! Is there no other way? Why does it have to be me who dies? Please. Please. No.
If the village had been as sensible as you.
That poor man. Was he a real person once? Did all that happen to him?
And why force us to make that choice? Why the cruelty?
Archmagi truly are inscrutable creatures, aren't they?
Coming in hot.
That's done. What? It's hard.
Sometimes cold reason is necessary.
Aye, aye.
The village was on the verge of destruction, but still they honored you.
And there's the hat. We've got all the pieces. Quick, quick, put them in. Oh, I want to see how all of this works.
Knew I should have brought a jacket. Here goes. Whatever happens, I hope it leaves the parts intact.
We're going into an archmage's...
Oh, you made it. Unfortunately, I still have reading to do. Amuse yourself with these skeletons while I finish this paragraph. Is all that noise necessary? I am trying to read.
Got it. One for you!
Oh, look at the three of you. It's like something out of a book. A godlike of an unknown deity, a long-lost Rawatayan, and a rainbow-colored wizard. All looking for a garden, from what I've gleaned.
It is her. We felt the pluck of her fingers outside our door, searching. For us? Our prison? Who is she? What does she seek?
My little puzzle was very clever, wasn't it? A challenge and a parable, all at once.
Where I'm from, hospitality usually involves a mug of cold ale and a plate of warm cookies.
Fear peels away all of one's pretense. Mortals are their most sincere when they're under stress. Also, I needed to finish my reading. Although it would have been amusing if you died for it. Huh? What did you think I was trying to tell you with the puzzle? Indeed. Omelets need shattered eggs, after all. The point of the parable is quite simple. Sentimentality is a privilege. The village would have lived if they had chosen to sacrifice one dying soul for the good of many living ones. I hardly know, honestly. When you've lived as long as I have, it's easy to lose track of individual lives. More than anything, the whole challenge was for you to understand how I think. No one truly matters in the long run. Not even me, or the other archmages. It's what we leave behind. What matters is that our lives buy the world more history, more beauty, more time to create interesting things. Do you understand? For conversation with me, primarily. Most people find it difficult to relate to an archmage. And if you cannot do so, it will complicate my attempts to communicate with you. I hope you're not intending to enter the ruins. I won't open the path. Consider listening for a moment before you resort to utter futility. I came to the Living Lands because the sickness here, this dream scourge, fascinated me. This plague shouldn't exist. It can't, and yet it does. The essence of the Living Lands is falling into chaos and entropy. It's more powerful than anything I've seen. I suspect it has something to do with how the Adra has been severed from the rest of the world. I believe the answers lie in the ruins, but the essence there is so strong it's blocking my spell work, which has never happened before. Ever. No one enters Naku Kubel until I get to the bottom of this. Sorry. Curiouser and curiouser. What is so special about you, godlike? You have my interest. Show me if you live up to it. Are you? Oh my. I didn't think this was possible. Something I don't already know. I can't believe I overlooked this possibility. A god here, alone, trapped in the severed Adra. This explains so much. My magic being ineffective, the essence here being so intense. And you, godlike, with your unfamiliar appearance. You're the missing key to the lock, sealing Naku Kubel. Don't take this the wrong way, but in a different life, I'd have flayed you for my study. You are a godlike of this strange, isolated, possibly miserable god. A piece of them resides in you. I have no doubt that like will recognize like. You will open the gates to Naku Kubel, and I will study this metaphysical aberration up close. Go! Find your so-called garden. Report your findings to me. Perhaps there is more to this than either of us alone can see. My thanks in return, godlike. It's not often that Kith, or really anything at all, can surprise me. I wish you luck on your journey, if you believe in such things. Just keep in mind that countless dream thralls are on the same path. I'm sure you'll survive. If not, well, lovely to have met you. Let's hope you remain unscathed. And you, Orlan, you seem a clever one. Take my grimoire. It will allow you to dispel the barrier I have set before the ruins. You have talent. Not any mage can dispel my illusions. Perhaps when this is over, we should speak again.
You want to speak again? Yeah, of course. Can't wait.
Look at her. Making new friends, learning new spells. They grow up so fast.
The ruins are far in the northwest. The people here have named that area the Deadfall Highlands. No more wasting time. Off you go. Use the teleporter behind me to leave. Or jump, I suppose, if you're feeling grim.
Never thought this.
It just happened, right? I didn't imagine it. Reingrim liked me? And my spellcraft! And she gave me her grimoire. Look, isn't it the most beautiful thing you've ever seen? You were incredible. Thank you for trusting me.
I'm just glad we're all still in one piece.
Yes, and I must say, your strength is remarkable. We couldn't have done it without you. With Reingrim's grimoire, I think we can go to the ruins and find the garden.
And as long as nothing's burning, we're still ahead of Ludwig.
Then there's no time to waste. I must prepare for Naku Kubel. As must you.
Never thought I'd be so relieved to head into ancient ruins. there. Someone's hurt.
I don't want to do side quest though.
My head says no, but my stomach says yes. If I were setting traps, I'd leave myself a safe route. Question is, where?
Someone's eager to meet us.
Next one's mine.
Stand a chance! Everyone okay?
The branch breaks.
This is one of the Living Land's main export hubs. Or, it used to be. Yahtzee, remind me not to make you mad. Granted, I don't come here often, but when did it get this bad?
Oh, big mistake!
If you'd like to be useful, I could use another drink. Oh, how can one concentrate with you running all about the place? Who can tell? You've been speaking with Gunnath, I assume? Huh? She's the one so quick to flirt with dangerous strangers. Go bother Edelgund. Huh? She's probably by the western gate looking for someone willing to talk to her. If you'd like to be useful, I could use another drink.
Get your own drink, you little son of a bitch.
I don't think we're gonna be welcome here for long. All those sparrow hawks will be sniffing around here any minute.
When Wodekar takes back her throne, all transgressions and injustices will come to light.
Well, I'll be chomped by a Zarep queen. You're that
godlike, from the docks. I can't believe my luck. Nothing all year, and then boom, interesting strangers just falling out of the sky. Oh my name from the lips of one so young sure takes me back. You tease me, godlike. Sadly, I have neither the energy nor the time to see where this might go. Indeed, a young dwarf and his crew stopped by. Seemed agitated, like they were afraid of someone. They were asking all sorts of people. Seems like I was the only one willing to really speak to them. They were asking where they could find luminous Adra, of all things. Can't imagine what they'd needed it for. I said they were most likely out of luck, but I might know somewhere they might find some if they looked hard enough. Not long ago, a group of animancers looked to carry out some experiments into teleportation. They carried their instruments and a healthy supply of luminous Adra to the island of Castel's Folly. It's possible there's some still there. Castel's Folly is the small island not far from here to the east. It's a difficult place to traverse, but those folks might be desperate enough to try. Question, why are you looking for those sailors? Did the Valian captain send you? The folks you're looking for are probably getting themselves killed searching for Adra that probably isn't there. I can tell you wouldn't listen to me if I warned you not to go to Castel's Folly, so I wish you luck.
Alright, this looks like a good spot to stop. I appreciate everybody for watching. I will see you guys all in the next video. You all take care now.